One of my favorite things to teach in science is rocks and minerals. So we created some nonfiction paired passages that will go excellent as reading comprehension practice, reading skill practice, and also review of the major concepts that we teach in rocks and minerals. So I wanted to give you a little preview of what we have. And they're included in this pack. There are 7 different nonfiction paired passages. So that means there are 14 different components in all. But it asks you at the beginning to read the passage about igneous rocks and then one about pumice. And then there are activities to go along with it. Activities to describe pumice, comprehension questions, 5 important facts, and then always a writing prompt included. And that's just for igneous rocks and pumice. These will be great during guided reading, great during literacy stations, great during center time, even excellent test prep, or if you had to be out and needed a quick activity, that will be good comprehensive review for your students. Of course, they include an answer key. Then we move on to metamorphic rocks, where students read a passage about general metamorphic rocks and then specifically marble, and then comprehension activities to go with that, and an answer key. And then the next one, sedimentary rocks and chalk. There's some really cool facts in here as we were researching and deciding what topics to include in the answer key. And then we move into something a little bit different where it's more like diagram-based comprehension. So they're going to look at all of the components of hardness and determining that. And then they're going to compare it with the actual Mohs hardness scale. It asks them to analyze the hardness scale. There are comprehension activity questions, a diagram of the scratch test that they should know about, another writing prompt, and of course the answer key. Moving on from that is an explanation of the rock cycle. So there's a passage about that, a short passage, and then a diagram that has an abbreviated version of the key components of the rock cycle. And then activities to go along with that, 5 most important facts, looking at the 3 types of rocks and explanation. I like this diagram. And then the comprehension questions, answer key. And then this was neat. We chose to compare geologists with dietitians, and that's something that they may not know a lot about, but they're important people, and they're also scientists, just like geologists. So we wanted to find ways that they might be similar and different. So there's a Venn diagram for students to compare and contrast. There are comprehension questions, 3 facts about each, and another writing prompt. And the answer key. And again, last but not least, we really liked discussing minerals and the specific characteristics of minerals here. And then down here, another chart for minerals in foods that we eat. So again, something else that's important, but they may not have read that before or learned about it before. So it's an easy way to get in your reading skill practice, your science content review practice, and also have some fun with diagrams and comprehending those as well. And then they're also going to work with creating their own diagrams here. So comprehension questions again, another diagram there, writing prompt, and then important facts. So I hope that you enjoyed this preview about rocks and minerals nonfiction paired passages, and we hope that you will find them valuable in your classroom very soon.